Thank you for being with us today for this, your daily 180 Bible study. We began a discussion yesterday on the importance of truth, and we looked at James chapter 1, verses 18 through 25, and we looked at the idea that we're brought forth by the word of truth. We need to have a good attitude toward truth. Now, I want to talk about one of the thinking errors regarding truth, and that is the idea that many people think that you can add to truth and dilute it and that it's still pleasing to God. That's just not the case at all. If you think that that's acceptable, consider Revelation chapter 22 and verse 18. Tomorrow we're going to consider another part of that passage, but today just listen to verse number 18. For I testify to everyone who hears the words of the prophecy of this book, if anyone adds to these things, God will add to him the plagues that are written in this book. Did you get that? We can't add to the Word of God. If you begin adding to the Word of God, you've corrupted the Word of God. And God says you will not be acceptable. In Matthew chapter 15, we see that there were a group of people that made their traditions as important as the Word of God, as the law of God. I want to share a quote with you right now that comes from Phil Sanders. And he is the speaker on the In Search of the Lord's Way program. Several years ago, he wrote a book called Adrift, and he put this idea very well. He said, "We have turned to a God that we use rather than to a God we must obey. We have turned to a God who will fulfill our needs rather than to a God before whom we must surrender our rights. And so we transform the God of mercy into a God who is at our mercy. Some really want a genie in a bottle more than they want the cross of Jesus Christ. Christians today are clamoring for more and more grace from God, but they want less and less accountability. The changes in our culture prompt us to want to justify everything we can and condemn as little as we can. The cost of such a popular and pseudo-comforting religion is that it is weak and worldly." You know, the reality, folks, is that we need to search out the truth. We need to learn the truth. And we need to obey the truth and nothing but the truth. And along with that, never add to the truth. Thank you for being with us today, and join us again tomorrow for your Daily 180.